flag. You see security actually right behind. We just saw Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sánchez wave to the crowds.
It's an impossible city. We can't exist, and yet here it is.
Jeff Bezos just spent $50 million turning Venice into his private playground. 95 jets, a Gatsby foam party, the works. But insiders say the moment the champagne stopped flowing, Lauren Sánchez slid him a sealed envelope that quietly rewired his fortune. Was this a wedding or a hostile takeover? Smash 1 for love, 0 for leverage. Because what's inside that envelope could melt Silicon Valley. 3 straight days of yacht hopping, drone-light hearts over San Giorgio, and celebrity arrivals so thick, local traffic controllers blocked out time slots for 90-plus private planes. Even before vows rang through the basilica, Venetians were launching Bezos mannequins down the canals and chanting "No Billionaire Circus" in St. Mark's Square. Meanwhile, a pre-wedding foam bash on Kourou, the couple's $500 million schooner, soaked A-listers in champagne suds worthy of The Great Gatsby. But while flashbulbs popped outside, something colder unfolded behind closed doors. Albuquerque, 1987. 16-year-old Lauren isn't the straight-A valedictorian. She's biggest flirt, the girl who figures out that attention is currency. Dyslexia makes textbooks a battlefield, so she studies people instead. How the quarterback commands a room, how a teacher's tone sways the class, how a single well-timed smile buys 10 seconds of goodwill. Her first classroom is the family living room. Dad Ray, a flight instructor, teaches discipline in the cockpit. Stay calm when the gauges spin. Mom Eleanor climbs City Hall ranks, bringing home whispered lessons on power, persuasion, and the cost of favors. Lauren absorbs both. Dad's steely nerves, Mom's political finesse. College is USC. Communications major by day, sports desk intern by night. She fetches coffee for producers, but memorizes how they frame a scandal in 12 seconds. At 22, she's already leveraging on-air charisma into backstage leverage, trading phone numbers with camera operators and team owners. These are her relationship rungs. Rory Marcus, Angels broadcaster, mid-90s, 20 years her senior, offers press box access, teaches her how a narrative can turn a no-hitter into legend, and how to write that narrative herself. Anthony Miller, NFL superstar, 1996 to 2000. Millions in salary, front row Super Bowl passes, and a 2-year engagement that plants Lauren in every locker room lounge from Miami to Malibu. She watches agents haggle contracts, learning that even love has clauses. Tony Gonzalez, Hall of Fame tight end, 2000 to 2002. Their son Nico secures a lifelong link to one of football's biggest names. When the romance implodes, she pivots to co-parenting diplomacy, turning an ex into an ally, a pattern she'll perfect later with Billionaires. Henry Simmons, NYPD Blue actor, 2002 to 2003. Her first test flight in Hollywood proper. Red carpet flashes teach her to hold eye contact just long enough for the next headline. Patrick Whitesell, WME super agent, married 2005. Net worth $400 million plus a Rolodex of A-listers. Their Santa Barbara wedding costs $2 million. Small change compared to the negotiating tactics she learns at his side. In between romances, Lauren builds herself. She hosts Fox's So You Think You Can Dance, anchors at KCOP 13, wins an Emmy for anchoring during the Malibu fires. Proof she's not just someone's girlfriend. In 2016, she starts Black Ops Aviation, betting on drone shots while rivals still rent boom lifts. The client list soon includes Amazon Prime, Blue Origin, and, yes, Jeff Bezos. Teaching Bezos to conquer his helicopter anxiety isn't flirtation. It's a masterclass in value exchange. She provides fear-crushing flight hours and aerial cinematography. He offers entree to a stratosphere where every handshake can shift stock prices. By the time tabloids catch wind, she's already indispensable. Part pilot, part confidant, part brand amplifier. But every launch invites turbulence, and hers arrives at Mach 3, April 14th, 2025. New Shepard Flight S-31 arcs out of West Texas with 6 women in cobalt flight suits. Katy Perry, Gayle King, STEM entrepreneur Aisha Bowe, scientist Amanda Nguyen, producer Carrie Ann Flynn, and pilot entrepreneur Lauren Sánchez in the left window seat. 11 minutes later, they're back on terra firma, having rocketed 62 miles up, unbuckled to somersault, and gazed at Earth's blue halo before parachutes billowed them home. Cameras catch Sanchez stepping off first, helmet tucked like a trophy, breathless. You look back and Earth is a jewel. It changes you. The internet detonates. Forbes dubs it a blast-off to backlash, while climate critics tally the suborbital jaunt's carbon cost against Bezos' $10 billion Earth Fund pledge. Gayle King fires back, "Cranky Yankees won't steal our joy." And Sanchez posts a zero-gravity selfie captioned, "For every girl told the sky's the limit, aim higher." Views hit 89 million in 24 hours. Blue Origin Shop sells out its NS-31 mission patches. Ever the strategist, Sanchez pivots from billionaire joyride to STEM rocket fuel. She funds 100,000 Girl Coder kits through Club for the Future, lines up a children's book deal. The Fly Who Flew to Space hits #1, one on the NYT list, and signs a docuseries with Amazon MGM about training first-generation women astronauts. Each post surfaces the same talking point. Space is only worth it if everyone can board. 1 month later, she sails into Cannes on the 417-foot Kourou, $500 million of teak and titanium, to accept the Global Gift Women Empowerment Award. Influencers swoon at her emerald green gown. The Guardian snarks that she preaches climate justice from a floating diesel palace. Sanchez doesn't blink, noting the yacht's wind-assisted rig and announcing a €10 million micro-grant for Mediterranean seagrass restoration mid-speech. By June, that Cannes podium photo lands on Vogue's digital cover. Same image Sarah Jessica Parker is asked about on live TV, prompting an awkward pause that itself trends. In 3 headlines. Hungry Weeks, Sanchez has flipped from tabloid femme fatale to high-altitude humanitarian, proving once again that when turbulence hits, she simply throttles up. But not everyone buys the makeover. Charlize Theron calls the Venice nuptials obscene. Venetian locals protest wealth gaps. Sarah Jessica Parker freezes during a Vogue Q&A when Lauren's name drops. Each side-eye only amplifies the clicks. And the couple's algorithmic reach. When criticism peaks, cue the checkbook. Months before I Do, the couple pledges $110 million to end family homelessness, stacking onto a $100 million climate grant and a $10 billion Earth Fund. Fans hail systemic change. Skeptics call it a rounding error on a $220 billion fortune. Lauren frames every donation as privilege meets responsibility, turning tax bill chatter into inspirational reels, which circles us back to the only question that matters. Did Lauren Sánchez stage the most expensive hostile takeover in history? Or simply play the same high-stakes game billionaires do, only better? Either way, remember, when love looks like leverage and leverage looks like love, the envelope is never empty. It's just waiting for the next signature. Hit subscribe for the next jaw-dropping chapter.